Initiate vigilante mode. Wow. Okay. So, for many people out there, they might be aware that this is, kind of like Star Wars week. It's Star Wars Celebration. It's the 40th anniversary, and about 16 minutes ago, the first teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 8: The Last Jedi has officially been released on the internet for the world to see, and I just watched it twice. And I'm going to give you my honest and my kind of initial reaction to watching this trailer. So the trailer opens up with this sort of like dark image, and I guess like, you're just sort of like trying to work out what this thing is. I almost thought it was sort of like outer space or something like that, and then it turns out to just be like kind of like stone that Rey is, kind of falls upon. And then we sort of get some like really cool establishing shots of Octu, which is where Luke has been hanging out for the last, I guess, like 7 or 8 years since like the fall of the new Jedi. And then we sort of see images of Rey and a voiceover from Mark Hamill. He sounds so great. I mean, the guy is such a great voice actor, so I think that really shows here in this trailer. And then we get sort of some like images of, Rey being trained by Luke, and sort of then some intercutting with images of what's going on with the Resistance. We see Leia, standing there in front of sort of like a holographic image of like I'm guessing systems of planets in which maybe they're trying to establish new government because the government got completely obliterated in The Force Awakens. And then we get sort of just like a little bit more of like, some shots of Kylo Ren, some shots of like the destroyed mask, I guess that maybe perhaps like he's holding on to because we know that he has like an affinity for masks. And like a few other images, Finn, sort of laying in, I guess, like a kind of rejuvenation chamber. Poe and BB-8 in a hangar, running away from explosions, actually more so running towards them. So just a lot of kind of like miscellaneous imagery, hard to kind of put together. A lot of it really cool shot of some sort of battle sequence. Didn't look like a snow planet, but kind of reminiscent of the snow battle on Hoth, and some really cool color kind of palette there. And then we get like kind of Luke sort of statements about what's going on with the Jedi, and I think it speaks to like a lot of what people have been speculating, that because it's been so difficult for the Jedi to kind of like reemerge since the initial purge and Revenge of the Sith, this has become maybe like part of his mentality to maybe it's time to put an end to the Jedi and start something new. So I find that really, really interesting. Now, I feel like the tone of it is very, very interesting. I love Rian Johnson as a filmmaker. I think he is spectacular. I love Looper. I love all of his films. Looper, The Brothers Bloom, and of course Brick. And I feel like we're going to get a much darker film this time around. I actually felt like Force Awakens was pretty dark in itself. Now, normally I'm like freaking out, screaming in my house while I'm watching these kinds of trailer drops and whatnot. This didn't make me do that. I guess it's because I just feel like such a deeper like emotional investment that in a way it's more of like I'm more curious about what is going to happen, not just that kind of initial excitement. I am very excited about this film. I mean, it's my most anticipated movie of 2017, without a doubt. And so it just made me a little bit more like kind of Obi-Wan beard kind of twisting. What is going to happen in this movie? And just that final line, "It's time for the Jedi to end." I think that's what he says. That really I find very compelling. I mean, The Last Jedi, the idea of like a kind of a new phase and Rey fitting into that somehow, and what's going on with Finn. Who are the new villains? We didn't get a look at Benicio del Toro, Laura Dern, or any of like really the new casting choices in the film. So I guess they're saving that for like the story trailer because this is just a teaser. But I think it was a really, really well put together trailer. I love the images. Didn't get me like jumping out of my seat, but I mean, I'm really, really even more intrigued. I think intrigued is the word to use with this trailer. So I'm very excited, but of course, it really comes back to you guys and what do you guys think of this trailer, the first teaser trailer for The Last Jedi? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. I think we all knew that they were going to drop a Star Wars trailer for The Last Jedi at Star Wars Celebration. So this is just one of probably, hopefully, a couple of more really awesome announcements that they're gonna be making. So watch on YouTube Star Wars, the Star Wars channel. They're doing a great job with like the live streams. Been watching a bunch of them. I literally was just watching it until this trailer dropped. So what do you guys think of the trailer? Let me know. I'm really curious to know what you think. I'm going to have a review out for the Fate of the Furious this week. Obviously not nearly as exciting as Star Wars news, but I'm looking forward to seeing the movie nonetheless. So let me know what you guys think. I'll check in with you guys later. Until then, Vigilante mode deactivate, and may the Force be with you always.